Hey everyone. Knowing that each of you probably receive a ton of email every day, I thought it might also be a pretty good idea to send out a video. And I was a little bit concerned with that because I've never done a video before. And I saw Denise's 12 Days of Christmas and figured the bar is set pretty high. But nevertheless, I went ahead and I'm going to give it a shot. The big struggle I had is really in what was I going to wear. And so I decided on why not dress up a little bit? Why not get into a nice suit, look a little bit professional, send a good message, and move forward from there. However, when I think about it for a second, I figured, hey, Krista might like somebody in a suit. She used to be a police officer. And more importantly, from what I understand, Colt and Brian really appreciate a man in a suit. And I would say not that there's anything wrong with that. That's perfectly fine. Um, but I have to say right now, I don't think this is quite the vibe that I'm looking for. So just bear with me 1 second. Sorry about that. Let's give this one a shot. I figured, why not try out going completely opposite? Let's go down the path of being completely casual. T-shirt, a little bit of a hat here. For those who were on our call yesterday, or I guess on our LE registration session, you would know that KSD really, really had a big crush on New Kids on the Block. So this has kind of got a bit of a New Kids on the Block sort of thing. She's probably blushing right now. That's okay. As well, I figure there's a little bit of a younger sort of feel, and maybe Rochelle will like this sort of look. That being said, I hope not too much. I don't know if you guys have seen Nate in on his website, the Nate Green Experience. If you haven't been there, but he's got a shot of him, I think, all jacked after doing a race covered in mud. And to be honest with you, he'd probably tear me apart. So, Rochelle, I hope you don't like this look too much. Because to be honest, Nate scares me a little bit. Now that I think about it, though, this look might be a little bit too casual. So give me another second here. Hey, I think I've got it. I put on a nice collared shirt and a nice sweater, and it's kind of comfortable. So I think this will work. I think this will work. So let me begin by saying, hello everyone. For all those that I've had an opportunity to chat with, it's good to have an opportunity to speak with you again. For those who I haven't met, I look forward to chatting with you sometime, hopefully over the next couple of weeks. As we go through this, I'd ask if you could give me a little bit of forgiveness. I'm going to likely make a couple errors along the way. I'm still learning all the little intricacies of PN. I'm going to try to be as compliant. Wait a second here. I think that's consistent with the use of my language. So in thinking about this, or in thinking about the email that I sent, I think we have to kind of look at today as a very, very exciting day. We again sold out the Lean Eating program. It happened in a matter of hours. And I have to say, during my short tenure with the organization, I'm always amazed by the heartfelt messages that we receive as an organization. It's truly, truly a tribute to the passion and the dedication of everyone who works for or is a part of PN. And in line with that, I would suggest over the years, I've had an opportunity to work with a lot of excellent companies selling phenomenal products, and they were all really, really good at pretty much every facet of business. What has always impressed me is not the companies I've been at, but the people I've worked with. I would say I truly believe that individuals aspire to their environment. and I've always felt like my colleagues in the healthcare environment were always wired a little bit differently. They forced me to be better, to learn and to grow. It's really been a pretty cool experience. In all of that, I would say one of the things I've learned along the way is one thing I really want you to take away from this. You, as the coaches, are the PN brand. You truly are the brand. And what I mean by that is, in essence, a client's experience with PN is going to be directly related to their experience with our coaches. I could imagine this might be a little bit scary, but what I know about the PN coaches, this is likely even more motivating. As I look at where we're going, we are growing extremely fast. In fact, I think we just hired 6 new coaches, and I think that most of the coaches that have been with us, over maybe the past year or the year and a half. And I would say, or I'd admit, that actually scares me a little bit. I'm a little bit ashamed to say it, but I've been a part of some companies, or a single company really, that was growing so quickly it lost its way. It started to lose its focus on customers and kind of traded off customer experience for growth. And it really wasn't a good place to be completely honest with you. And this is what really brings me to the exciting part. I am absolutely thrilled to work for an organization that's actually made a strategic choice to focus on, in our case, delivering a feeling of personal for clients, even over growing. And given the experiences I've had in the past, I can't even begin to tell you how fantastic that is. That being said, it's pretty cool, but I'm definitely compelled to say it really means nothing if we don't execute on that strategy. One of my past CEOs, A.G. Lafley, who is the CEO, and I think he still is the CEO of Procter & Gamble, came in at a time the company wasn't performing all that well. And one of the things about P&G is there was a whole lot of smart people. I slipped in the back door. But there was a lot of smart people who would really focus a lot on very elegant strategies. And he brought the organization together to say, listen, everyone, that's all nice and dandy, but the only strategy a customer will ever see is execution. And this, my friends, is where I believe we have an opportunity to share in building something very special. The entire C&E circle is at the forefront, or in the front line, in executing our strategy. So not only have we made the choice to focus on clients and the needs of clients, what's even more outstanding about all of this is we now, for the first time in the history of PN, have a pathway for collecting, analyzing, and responding to feedback from clients. This is really cool. That is important to note because we're going to have to be prepared, as the insights we have acquired are leading us towards a significant paradigm shift in the way that we coach, the way we identify client needs, and the way we meet them. Furthermore, the company, and I'll talk a little bit more about this as we have our meetings later on in the week, the company, PN specifically, has invested a substantial amount of money in how we are going to execute something called PRISM. And what is PRISM, you ask? I'm not going to tell you here. You'll have to open the attached document and you'll see what it is. I take a moment here and reflect back on the conversations I've had with most of you when I joined the company. And I was really trying to put, I suppose, the message forward that I'm here to support you in achieving our mission. And one of the first steps in doing that is the attached guide for dealing a feeling of personal. It will really be the first step in our collective journey to bring the mission of PN to as many people as possible. Over the coming days and over the coming weeks, we're going to have a series of meetings to review and discuss the guide. And in all of that, I'd like to finish by reinforcing this is just the first step, and many, many more are going to follow. I really look forward to working with everyone to breathe life into delivering a feeling of personal. Hey everyone, I'm back again, and you can see I've got a different outfit again. This is probably the most common one you'd see me in on a regular basis, at least on most of the Hangouts. I do have a couple footnotes. Most importantly, I only reference a couple people in the video. Over time, I would like to see that change, but to be honest, I don't know everyone well enough to start to joke around a little bit. So be rest assured, over time, I will add everybody into my videos with a couple fun references. One of the other things I would say is there was a subtle purpose to the differing outfits. As we think about the concept of PRISM and looking through the lens of our client's eyes, I just wanted to have a fun little way of showing how you can adapt. And in this case, I just used various outfits, something quick and easy to do, and hopefully it's something you remember. Until we chat again, see you later.